I love sun rays like a satellite. Energies bring me back to life. Catch me chilling with the halo. Universal flow, I belong here. Keep that focus on that starlight. God of my universe, part of my mission, righteous the all might. Raw splitting the sea into that clear sight. Go far into vision, lifting up that soul right. I love, I love, I love, I love. Elevate my love, generate my touch. Everything I see coming to me.
I can be honest with my people. And when I'm honest with my people best know how to serve me. It's no different than being spiritual and talking to God and your spirits in prayer. When I'm real with myself and real with the spirit best knows how to aid me. You understand? And so we have to think about these things.
So before we get into the juices of meeting our twin flames and all the good stuff, what is a twin flame to you?
It's your mirrored soul. It's your divine partner. It's literally you, just in another body. And when I say it's the balance of the masculine and the feminine, it can be two men together, it could be two women together. It's just who carries what more dominant energy. It's the combination or the representation of holy love. It's love with a purpose, because your twin flame is someone you are agreed to incarnate with in this dimension, to perform a particular task, to raise the vibrations of earth, to
generate my touch. Everything I see coming to me, I'm knowing. Fruits that I bear from the sowing. I just put in work to the morning, to the three bird that we heard. Stepping through the light, that's a rebirth. Giving thanks to life in the ether. I can never fall when I'm free word. Free bird, free word, free bird, free word, free bird. I'm Elo, I'm Elo, I'm Elo, I'm Elo. Sun rays like a satellite. Energies bring me back to life. Catch me. I love, I love, I love, I love. Sun rays like a satellite. Energies bring me back to life. Catch me chilling with the halo. Universal flow, I belong here. Keep that focus on that starlight. God of my universe, part of my mission, righteous the all might. Raw splitting the sea into that clear sight. Go far into vision, lifting up that soul right. I love, I love, I love, I love. Elevate my love, generate my touch. Everything I see coming to me,
I can be honest with my people. And when I'm honest with my people best know how to serve me. It's no different than being spiritual and talking to God and your spirits in prayer. When I'm real with myself and real with the spirit best knows how to aid me. You understand? And so we have to think about these things.
So before we get into the juices of meeting our twin flames and all the good stuff, what is a twin flame to you?
It's your mirrored soul. It's your divine partner. It's literally you, just in another body. And when I say it's the balance of the masculine and the feminine, it can be two men together, it could be two women together. It's just who carries what more dominant energy. It's the combination or the representation of holy love. It's love with a purpose, because your twin flame is someone you are agreed to incarnate with in this dimension, to perform a particular task, to raise the vibrations of earth, to
generate
good night, beautiful people. Good night, good night, good night. How are you all? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Talk back to me. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know that you can see me, you can hear me, all that good stuff. I was cooking dinner and I just finished eating dinner. So that's why I'm a little behind. Um, I don't like to rush my dinner. And is it posted on YouTube? Yeah. Sorry, you guys. This is, let me let them know this is live. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I gotta share. I also have to share this, the YouTube link, because there are some people that are viewing that are not Facebook users, which is totally fine. So I need to share both links so that people could view, because some people are not Facebook users, which is totally fine. Good evening, good evening, good night, Eldon. Good night, good night, good night, good night. So I'm just making sure everything is in motion. I also want to say thank you to those of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also subscribed to my Facebook. Um, I'm very grateful, very grateful that you guys take time to listen and to share and to go back and view. I know, good night, Mama Star. I know a lot of people don't doesn't get the opportunity to catch the live when I'm doing the live, because as you guys see, it's late. It's 11 p.m. where I am, and for Central Standard Time, it's 10 p.m. So a lot of the late night witches and wizards like to catch my live late because you guys are up like myself. But for the most part, a lot of people tend to go back and view it, which is totally fine. Even I myself have to go back and view the live because there's something that I say or the spirit says through me that I don't always catch in the moment. So I have to go back and view. And so I want to say good night to you all, your beautiful faces. I thank you for your beautiful energy and your spirits that are here to walk with me tonight. Now, this retrograde is very much so retrograding. The retrograde is doing what it's doing, and communication is still a little iffy, and it may not just be communication. It could be your phone, it could be your technology, it could be, all manner of things. So not just, your personal communication, but for forms of communication, it could be a little stagnant or off. And so keep the race. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. But tonight I am solo. My lovely co-host um needed a little reset, and we are still following through with our commitment of making sure that we show up on live, and that we make sure that we follow through. And so again, setting the tone and setting the example. I cannot tell you guys to follow through and be consistent, and you guys don't see me following through and being consistent. That's not going to work. And so as I'm leveling up and I'm trying to follow through and want to be on track and on key, I want you guys to do the same thing. So again, thank you for coming in tonight. And today, this week has been very interesting. I've actually have taken, I didn't realize how much time has flown by. Mama Star is a testament, but I have not been having a lot of phone conversations or even client conversations. Um, I've been in a very much so since we did the last live, I believe, so about a week. It seems longer, but for about a week I've definitely been in a reclusive space. And it's not depression, it's not sadness, it's not anger, it's not frustration. It's just like peace and serenity and minding my own business. And so that has been a combination of rest. There's been a combination of Netflixing and chilling. It's been a combination of reading and studying and getting in tune with history, pieces of history that I was not aware of: Black history, ancient history, Egyptology, you know, science. So just edifying myself, even practicing a new language, so just trying to use my little personal time and my downtime wisely. Um, and I just, being idle, but enjoying the space that I'm in. And so, with that being said, that's kind of been my medicine to the retrograde. It's like out of sight, out of mind. If you stay out of situations in trouble, trouble won't find you. And so, to flip the energy, I've been using time to edify myself and to be in a very much so space of bliss, peaceful bliss. It's not a lot, but peaceful bliss, and I've been enjoying it. And so, anyhow, tonight's topic is, can you handle it? Can you handle it? And I was actually talking with my co-host, and she did feel that I should have taken a break from the topic, but I was being a bit of a badass. Um, and again, because I'm working on this thing about commitment and following through, I said no. We I wanted to do a month outline, and we're going to stick and close out the month properly. But uniquely enough, or ironically enough, but not ironic, is that today I was speaking with my guru, and we had a lovely conversation. Shout out to Baba Shiva. I have one of the most amazing gurus, realist gurus out there. Like, the man is just so real, and it's interesting to see yourself in a different form. Good night, Sonia. It is beautiful to see yourself in a different form, a different age bracket, a different cultural background, but yet so much similarities and complexities. It's very interesting. And so I had a really dynamic conversation today with my guru, which gave me the confirmation and the motivation to know that tonight I needed to talk about, can you handle it? And so I'm not going to waste any time. First, I want to give actually a vibration. So the ancestors are ready. Let me pour a little libation. Greetings to the spirit of the ancestors. Ibashe, Gungun, Ibashe, Orishi, Ibashe, Loa, Ibashe, Agbe, Ibashe, Ori, Ashe, Beniko, Ori, Ashe, Beniko, Ori. So yes, um, and the topic of, can you handle it? First, I want you guys to comment. I want interaction, because it's me and y'all tonight in the spirit. So tell me, when you hear the phrase, can you handle it? What comes to mind? What do you think about? What is your mind? What are your first thoughts? Don't think too hard. What are your first thoughts about the statement of, can you handle it? I'll tell you where I'm going with it. And when we talk about the thing in which we've been discussing, um, desire, duality, and discipline. And then as we progressed in the week, we got into purpose and destiny, fulfilling purpose, fulfilling destiny, and being in a space of, I like that. Handle what? Handle what? I guess I should be a little bit more specific. My apologies, Sonia. But I'm talking about the handling of the mantle. If we talk about what is the mantle, stepping into elevation, stepping into leadership. A lot of times we ask for things, or we're seeking a title, or we're seeking growth, or we're seeking elevation, or we were giving a responsibility, put into a position that requires a great deal of responsibility, experience, knowledge, expertise, uh, and we may or may not be ready. Okay, I like the thoughts. I like this. Yes, your assignment. Yes, Mama Star. Mama Star, you be in tune with me, girl. That's why I love you. And then first thoughts. Yes, Sonia, you said, can I? Yes, I can handle it. I like that response very much so. And then I have, um, okay, and then Linda says, challenges, blessings, abundance, things we've manifested. Discipline. And then Janae, good night, my darling, says, can you handle the things we ask for or want? Yes, ma'am. Both. All you guys are right. All you guys are right. All you guys are right. And I'm going to cover each one of those. Thank y'all. Good night, Queen Elizabeth. Good night, my darling. And so listen to this. I'm going to start with Spirit Guide My Tongue tonight, because it's like y'all just sent the wave of energy and I just felt it and I'm here for it. And I want to take my time. And even for some reason, a level of emotion just struck me. And I'm not feeling emotional, but for some reason, I just got an energy of if I want to cry. And so I know I'm not speaking for myself tonight. I speak for the collective. So even as I engage, I pray that the spirit of enlightenment, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of Sophia, the spirit, hey, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, hello, the spirit of Sophia, come, provide wisdom, provide insight, provide clarity. Spirit of divine, I ask that you prepare our ears and our hearts to receive the divine downloads that are getting ready to come through. I thank you for allowing me to be a vessel to deliver these messages, not just for myself, but for the collective tonight. So guide my words tonight, guide my energy tonight, guide and protect all those that are listening and all those that are coming into the space to receive. Ashe beni kori, ashe beni kori, ashe beni kori, ashe beni kori. Okay. And so starting with the things that we want, okay? Can we handle it? Can I handle it? A lot of times we see ourselves in life and we're living life and we're just showing up. We're doing. We could be living in purpose or we may not even know what our purpose is. But there's things that we want. This could be home. This could be marriage. This could be relationship. This could be children. This could be a new job. This could be um, more financial stability. This could be to lose weight. This could be to gain weight. It could be to travel and explore. It could be to whatever your want and desire is. I'm not going to go down the entire list, but whatever your want and desire is, we want it. And in our want or in our wanting for something and not obtaining it, frustration creeps in, anger creeps in, depression creeps in, lack of motivation creeps in, laziness and complacency creeps in, and we reach further, further, and further away from obtaining what it is that we want. Okay, but what I've come to understand, and it's something that a lot of you already know, but I'm going to reiterate, is that what I've come to understand is that in reaching for a want, you have to align yourself to that. That means if I want the home, for example, I'm going to start with superficial stuff, of course. If I want the home, am I number one working to support myself? Am I number two saving to put saving not just to put the money aside, but saving with an intent to accomplish a goal? So I'm adding energy and I shade behind my modality of saving. Am I fixing my credit? Am I researching? And not just researching the price point of the home, but the environment, the school system, the political system, the local government. Am I really aligning myself and fortifying myself and or preparing myself for the want? I want a relationship. I want this mate to come into my life. And I want them to love me. I want them to spoil me. I want them to care for me. I want them to treat me well. I want them to hear me. I want them to see me. I want them to validate me and affirm me as a person. These are the things that I want. But am I doing these things for myself? Have I gone through the shadow work to address the fears, to address the fears, the traumas? Have I come to understand what my adversary or my opponent or adversity looks like? Have I come to understand it? And why I've not been able to overcome it? And then come to know what I need to do to reach there. What do I need to do to overcome this laziness? What do I need to do to overcome this depression? Am I feeding myself with positive things? Am I feeding myself with things that build me up? Am I surrounding myself in spaces and environments that will lift me up to be the better version of myself? Am I taking accountability and responsibility for how things are manifesting in my dissatisfaction or in my delay of reaching there? And sometimes let me tell you all this as well. Catch this. The work is not just always, it's not, a lot of times it's not even the physical work. It's not just to going to work and getting the check and saving. It's not just, you know, changing your diet. Um it's not just the physical motion, the action. It's not just that. I really want you all to grasp and understand that the secret is mental. It is in your mind. It is in your mind. It is in your head. You have to see it in your mind. You have to affirm it with your silent thoughts. You have to see it with your internal, as they say, with your third eye, with your next set of eyes, with your spiritual eyes. You have to begin to speak it out loud verbally with a power and authority that was given to you by God, with, with a knowingness and a belief and knowingness that it is going to happen. Because if you're not believing in yourself, if you are not believing it that you can do it, if you're not believing that you are deserving, if you're not believing that you can get the better job, if you're not believing that versus the little cute little house that you really can have your dream home, if you are not believe, we have to really get in sync with it and believe. Really believe in ourselves. And a lot of times we're seeking for someone from the outside to come in and fix us. The mentor, the teacher, the pastor, the prophet, the reader, the man, the lover, the mate, the temporary satisfaction and gratification. We're looking for it to come and pour into us and feed us with something, with the hopes and intent that it will take us out of this space of despair or out of this space of dissatisfaction and disdain, when in actuality it will not. It will not. I am reminded, Ibash, hi, woo, yes, so I am reminded of Father Hayes. I am reminded of the great spiritual elder Father Hayes, the bishop, the father, the saint, that when you change your mind and your thinking, when you change your mind and your thinking, you change your life, you change your world, you change your reality. And it sounds like crazy talk, I know. It sounds like crazy talk because we were not taught to operate this way. We were not taught to truly master this simple teaching that for many of us growing up in the church was right in our face all the time. Speak those things as be not as though they were. What is loosed in the heavens shall be loosed on the earth, and what is bound in the earth shall be bound in the heavens. You understand? The principles of alchemy were there, but we were not truly taught the lifestyle that goes with the principle to apply it so that it can become real in our life. So when you look around and you ask, where's Baba Ra and what is Baba Ra doing? Baba Ra is mastering the simple alchemy of control and the power of the mind. And it requires simple, simple things. Not a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot of candles. You don't need a whole lot of incense. You don't need a whole lot of crystals. You don't need a whole lot of, you don't need to go to the reader every 2 weeks or every month. You don't need any of those things. It requires you to work on you. And when you align with the fact of the reality that you have the power to manifest what you want, yes, speak it, believe it, write it down. And I was reminded because I was watching a video the other day on YouTube about this entrepreneur, this wonderful sister that moved to from New York to Ghana, and within 3 months became a millionaire because she capitalized on real estate. And along with her, it was her use of alchemy and faith in spirit and African spirituality and her saints and her deities and her ancestors that carried her through. And let me tell you what she did. Simple things. Planned it, organized it, looked over it, spoke life into it, reviewed it, and then she even said sometime had to do the old school method. You know, when you were in school and you had to do the I will not do this 100 times, 1,000 times, I will walk in a straight line. I will. So now we're going to say, I will manifest $1,000 this week. I will manifest $1,000 this week. I will manifest $1,000 this week. I will have peace in my mind this day. I will have, whatever method and modality to begin to recode the processing of your mind. Change your thinking. Change your thinking. Yes, we were programmed to think and operate one way, but we're seeing how far it's getting us. Not very far. The overflow and the abundance was not just for those at the top, it was for everybody. And it is for everybody. But it is where you choose to see yourself and how you begin to believe and encourage yourself and how you begin to speak life over yourself so that you can reach to what it is that you want. You can have how many degrees? You can own as many houses as you want. Your children will be well. You can manifest that healing for your physical body. You can manifest that healing for your mental being. You can manifest that alignment for your spiritual being. It can be done. And it has been done. And people are doing it every day. I'm trying to get better at it. And I'm sharing a little bit for you all to get better at it. So again, why do you want what you want? Can I handle it? Can you handle that man right now? Can you handle that marriage right now? Can you handle that home right now? Can you handle that promotion right now? Can you handle it? Are you mature enough? Have you made space enough? Have you decluttered physically? Have you decluttered emotionally? Have you decluttered mentally to receive these things that you want? Have you made the necessary sacrifices? Hello, Sonia. You are on the money, baby. You are on the money. You are on the money. Hello, hello. Get into it. If you don't know about the Kabbalion, get into it, my people. And if you don't get it on audiobook, get it on Amazon, get it for free on the PDF. Yes, I get my PDFs. I ain't gonna lie to all you. I invest in PDFs because I read on my iPad and my computer. But get into it. And think about this thing. Think about it for a second. Take a moment. Take a moment. Take a moment. Beautiful people, take a moment. And think about when you really, really wanted something. And when I'm not talking about the something that you've not got yet, but that's something that you worked hard to get and now you have it. And think about how much focus, how much energy, how much dedication, how much sacrifice of time, money, effort, and energy you put in getting that. Now, what happens if you can repeat that cycle for everything that you want in your life? Now, let me be real in saying some of your wants don't align with your purpose. Some of your wants don't align with your destiny. Some of your wants does not align with why you are here. And the universe and the creators love us enough that in moments and periods of time in our life, we may be granted these things for a brief period. The very thing that you know you don't need, you know that it's not an alignment for you. You know you shouldn't have that. You know you shouldn't be doing it, but you wanted it. So God says, now here, go ahead, baby. You wanted it so bad. I love you. You've been working hard. Go ahead, have it. Just to show you how much you did not need it. And you're like, Lord, I don't know what the hell I was asking for. Why did I do that to myself? That is a part of growth too. Now, mind you, I haven't gotten to the other element of can I handle it? Can you handle it? We're still on the elements of carnal self of want and what we want, because we always got to start with what we want. We all want something. We're all seeking something. We want something. But are you applying yourself? Are you allowing the things that need to break off, break off? Are you allowing the true transformation from within manifest? Because it has to start from within. It has to start from within. I'm going to keep saying it. It has to start within. You have to address the beating. You have to address the trauma. You have to address the names that you were called. You have to address the teacher, the friend, the parent that made you feel less than. You have to address. You have to address it. You have to address the uncomfortable moments that you were put in and how it made you feel and how that feeling is still walking with you and holding you back today. Because some of us can't reach or obtain the want. We can't obtain it. We can't reach it. We can't grasp it because we've not healed. We've not taken accountability. We've not made the sacrifices. And that can maybe spiritual sacrifices, it may be financial sacrifices, it might be developing again discipline. The sacrifice of, again, I used to live one way. I was a party animal, I was a drinker, I was a smoker, I was a druggie, I was a wino, I was a hoe, you know, all the things possible that you possibly were. And now you've made the choice to live a different life. You've made the choice to do something different. And you can. Thank you, Sonia. As within, so without, as above, so below. It's that simple. Our lives are mirrors of us and where we are and our state of being and our state of consciousness. Consciousness is, again, what people always say, these big words: consciousness, how you think, how you perceive God, how you perceive yourself, how you see the world, how you think, your process of thinking. And not just your process of thinking, but your process of action and deed. And then that transfers into the energy that you produce and you manifest and that you generate outwardly, that affects everything around you: people, places, and things. So now we get into the can you handle it as far as the spiritual growth and elevation for those of us that are called to, we'll say, and I would just say leadership. I don't want to go into, because everyone's leadership is different. This could be titled of politics, work leadership, spiritual leadership, leadership, household, family leadership, leadership. You understand? You are in a position where you are the example. And I'm not speaking in this false reality of an example of perfection, because none of us are perfect. And and for those of you that are servants or students or devotees of or servant places, again, where you have leaders, again, that you idolize, and that you become angry and frustrated with because they don't meet your expectation. Leave that alone. Cut that now. Drop that. We have to stop being that way because none of us are perfect. When we are not living in our celestial bodies and we're not living in the celestial plane. So we are bound to make mistakes and make errors in thoughts and actions and in deed, but it is according to how you work and build. And so, to my point, for those of us that are called to leadership, okay, and in everything there's levels. You can be called to leadership and you start at this 1 degree, and that 1 degree requires a certain level of practice and servitude and developing an understanding and a foundation. And then you find yourself climbing the ladder, be it by choice or by assignment of the spirit or by vocation of your elders. You're called to a higher point. And even for some of you, you may even just be striving to reach elevation within yourself in your practice. It may be your magic, it could be your meditation, it could be your spiritual sojourn, it could be your spiritual awareness and connectivity to the divine. Whatever, again, whatever that level of elevation and growth is for you, we're called to it. And it starts out, oh, thank you. I'll put in my Cash App. It starts out as, the Cash App is next to my name. The Cash App is next to my name. And so it starts out as I'm flowing, I'm present, I'm glad that I have this call. I've been called. I'm happy I've been called. I'm happy that I have a responsibility. I'm happy that, I get to serve. These are the initial feelings, the general stuff, the sweet stuff. We're happy. It feels good in the beginning. And then now the real work starts. The real work starts. The real work starts when you have people you are responsible for, people that are watching you, be it elders, be it elders, be it healers, be it your children, be it students, be it people in your community. You have people that are watching you. That's one thing. So that requires you to live a certain way. It requires you to be choosy and discern how you show up, what you do, how you do, what people see in public. And for some, that can come very easy because some of us grew up in an environment where we've had to conduct ourselves a certain way. And then you have those that may have come from a very rough way of living and have been called and are changing their life. And it's changing their life, I'm sorry. And now they have to change how they show up, dress differently, speak with a little bit more clarity, mild down their energy, mature their presentation. And for some, that's not always easy. But you got to ask yourself, can you handle it? Because you've accepted the calling. And then we have the next element of this growth and the acceptance of, can I handle it? When we have those of us that now have covenant with God and covenant with spirit and covenant with the priesthood or covenant with our orders or organizations that we belong to. So now we're not just representing ourselves, but we're representing a group of people. We're representing a force that is greater than ourselves, be it visible or invisible, spiritual or carnal. And so that comes with sacrifice. That means you may not have as much free time as you used to. Can you handle that? You may not be able to socialize in the manner in which you used to socialize and get down how you used to get down. Can you handle that? Because we think when we step into it, it was just what people see on the outside, and then what I do behind closed doors is whatever. But the reality is, when conviction is real and God and Spirit is real in your life, you understand there's just simply certain things you won't feel comfortable doing anymore. There'll be certain things you just don't feel good doing anymore. You don't want to do that. They don't look good. They don't feel good. You understand? And then you walk with a level of pride, not being prideful or egotistical or arrogant, but pride with who you are evolving into. So you walk with your head up and you walk proudly and boldly in your growth. You walk boldly in the change and transformation that you're tapping into. And then you have the next component. When you're giving a charge, when you're given a charge by God and the spirits, a responsibility. And with that responsibility, there's just simply certain things you can no longer do. Complete life change. It could be foods you can no longer eat. It could be colors you can no longer wear. It could be, you understand, you can't drink, you can't smoke cigarettes or weed or whatever else. Can you handle that? We forget all about how good it was in the beginning when it was sweet, because we thought that we could just show up how we want to show up. And the reality is that when you're called to grow and when you're called to be a divine vessel of an embodiment of change, an embodiment of purity, an embodiment of wisdom, an embodiment for God and everything divine to manifest within you and through you and around you, not just for self, but for others, it comes with a great deal of sacrifice. A great deal of sacrifice. And you'll be surprised that even people at the highest point, or what may appear to be the highest points of leadership or power or title or whatever, the limelight, how much they still have to battle every day. One quote I love in the Bible is that daily I must kill my flesh to live a life of holiness. And holiness doesn't mean like a Christian life or Islamic life or a Jewish life. It is a life of purity, a life that is divine, a life that is holy, holy of holies. Holy is whatever you consider greater than yourself, that is pure, that is good, that is God essence. And when you're trying to embody that and to be real to you, it requires sacrifice. It requires a lifestyle change. It requires that. And you will have moments, again, as I always say, you will be tested. You will be tested. You will surely, surely, surely be tested. Mm-hmm. Tribulation is going to find you. Trial will try to find you. And just because you meet adversity or a little fire or a little water situation, a little problem, doesn't make you weak. It does not make you um, unaware, does not weaken you. It's not meant to weaken you. It's meant to make you stronger. It's meant to make you wiser, more fortified. It is to give you the ability to take more charge of your life. And sacrifice does not mean you cannot have fun. Sacrifice does not mean you cannot live a harmonized, balanced life. Fun and balance just will look different at different levels and different stages. All of us are walking different levels and different stages. All of us have different responsibilities and different requirements from the universe to be in sync and be in alignment with fulfilling what we were called to do. That looks different for all of us. So I can't say that my restrictions and my sacrifice and my do's and don'ts will be the same for you. But how do you come to know what that is? How do you come to know what that is? Get in tune with yourself. Make time for yourself. Make time to listen to yourself think. Make time for peace. Make time to seek and gain clarity. Find a teacher. And when I say find a teacher, I always have to say a disclaimer. I don't mean go looking online and running up and down the street looking for somebody to teach you. When it is God ordained, when it is meant to be, mentorship, spiritual parents, life coaching, even your therapists too, have to be divinely ordained and in alignment. It has to be aligned. And so you don't just go rushing and accepting for the first thing that comes your way. Search, feel, question, and make a move, make the move that is the best move for you. That's the right move for you. You know, and when you have met, Ashe, Sonia, Ashe, when you let the universe know that, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm going to step into this. Yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to do that. Oh, you better believe the universe is going to see how serious you are. The universe is going to see how serious you are. You said you're going to do this. You want to do that? That's what you said you're going to do? Okay, let me see what you're made of. That morning, you just prayed down Zion, spent the hour of prayer and 15, 20 minutes in meditation, feeling good, walking on sunshine. And Karen comes and tries to throw you off unexpectedly. And you about ready to flip the table like Jesus in the synagogue. And it's in that moment, the power of breath. I always tell my members at church, breathe. Take a moment to breathe. When you feel that heat, when you feel that moment, and it's a test, know that it's a test. Yes, you're being tested, and breathe. Take a moment and breathe. Yes, I said take a moment and breathe. Stop. Don't react to Karen. Don't slam the table. Don't slam the door. Don't even storm out the room. Because in that moment, you've given someone else your power. You have your power. Breathe. Center yourself. And in that moment, you have one or two things to do. Breathe and shake it off. Shake it off and let it go. Or you begin to generate. Again, we talk about the power of the mind. You begin to generate an energy so powerful and so strong that it begins to shift the very atmosphere and shift the energy around you in the room, in the space, in the office. That same Karen will come back to you with a different energy. And it's not, again, for you to respond in arrogance, but gratitude to the Most High and into your spirit guides and into your higher self for guiding you to take the high road. That's your what would Jesus do? For those of you that are you're Christians that do the WWJD, what would Jesus do? Jesus is a great example for all of us, whether you're Christian, Jewish, Muslim, spiritual, Buddhist. You know, Buddha is a great example. Muhammad is too. We can learn from all of these greats because guess what they did? Operate from the place of their higher self. And we're still struggling. And so we can learn from those that have come before us to set the example, how to maneuver and operate from your higher self, because you will be tested. And it's when you pass those tests, you overcome those tests, that they will come less and less and less, because now you've built your spiritual energy. You've built your ashe. You fortified yourself. that when you walk into the natural power that you walk with will embody that you're manifesting. It will embody that power. It will embody that growth and that level of elevation that you've grown into, the maturity that you've grown into, the spiritual wisdom that you've grown into. You understand? And so it's a living thing. Every day is a, you put your best foot forward every day. Not just when things are good, you give reverence and show gratitude. Even when things are sour, you give reverence and show gratitude. You understand? Can you handle it? Can you truly handle what comes with being, as we say, walking and being and living this spiritual walk? Can you handle it? Are you ready, really, to heal yourself? It's ugly. It gets a little lonely sometime because we need to be in a space of isolation and flip our mind from isolation for growth and development. We have to go into that space versus depression. We be quick to say, well, we're depressed because we're lonely. We're depressed because we're by ourselves. We're depressed because we're lonely. Sometimes we need to be by ourselves to get us right. Sometimes we need to be by ourselves to release. Some of you have some emotional energy that you really need to scream and bust and break up some stuff and tear some stuff up and knock a hole through a wall. Some of you guys really need to do that, and it's okay. Find a safe space to do it. Find a safe space to do it. Release the energy. Don't let it sit there and fester. Free yourself. Free yourself. Heal yourself. Elevate yourself. Yes, you can elevate yourself by putting in the work. Putting in the work. Making sure that you're living in good character. Making sure that you're operating with gentle character. Making sure that you're operating with meek humility. Making sure that you are operating with a heart of charity and service. But that you're also walking in confidence and assurance. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you have any questions, please comment your questions in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, send the live to someone else that you feel like could benefit from this live and this information tonight. You understand? Send it to someone. Save it, archive it, bookmark it so that you can go back and listen to it later. You know, this is really good. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. Do know that this requires shedding, and be real with yourself. Don't be ashamed. Be real with yourself. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Be honest with yourself first. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You know that you are broken or you're working on a particular area of you, and put in the work and reach there. You know, don't expect somebody else to do it for you. Don't blame anybody else. Even if somebody hurt you. Okay, yes, they hurt you. Yes, they physically hurt you, mentally hurt you, spiritually tried to hurt you, all the hurt. They hurt you. But you're still here. You're still here. You understand? You are still here. And you are a testimony of strength. You are a testimony of purpose. You are a testimony of survival. You are a testimony of purpose. Now let's understand why God brought you through and what you're to do next. Get past the trauma. Get past the hurt. Get past the anger. So that you can truly walk in that higher calling. The true higher calling that is for you. Everybody's not going to be a lecturer like me. Everybody's not going to be a reader and a healer like me. But you can heal yourself. You can encourage yourself. And you can have some seeds planted inside of you that you can give an encouraging word, some empowerment, some enlightenment to someone else. That you can be equipped to help your children, your brother, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your neighbor, and even a stranger out along the way. You understand? And I like that song. I'm going to share that. Hmm. If my heart gets heavier than a feather, it's time to check myself. Every day, Mayat teaches us to check ourselves every day. According to the ancient Kemites, they would recite the 42 laws of Kemet, of Mayat, the 42 laws of Mayat every night, every morning, and check themselves. Did I live in gratitude? Did I live in humility? Did I do right by my brother and my sister? Did I live by these principles? Did I live by the 16 principles of Ephi? Did I live by good character? Did I live by gentle character? Did I live by acknowledging my elders and honoring my elders? Did I live by the mindset of forgiveness? You understand? Truly, am I mastering Psalms 23? Can you truly sit at the table with your enemy? We want our cup to overflow. We want our head to be anointed and receive the protection. We want to receive the overflow. We want all these things. But can you really sit at the table with your enemy? Can you? And now with your lip poked out and your face sour, can you do it? Can you pour them a cup of water and still have the love of God in your heart towards your enemy? Can you do it? Many of us cannot. Many of us are still angry at the person that stepped on our big toes. Many of us are still angry at Karen that sold our boyfriend in high school. Many of us are still mad at our brother because, he was wearing our clothes all the time. Many of us are still mad about petty stuff that don't even matter. Many of us are still playing victim versus taking ownership of our healing and empowering ourselves and forgiving some folk and understanding some folk and why they may not have been off in the head themselves because of something that could have been done to them. Who knows? Who knows? We all have something that we're working on. I would never sit here and tell you that I'm perfect, that I got it all together. As you guys know, I'm telling you as I get it, as I learn, as I evolve, because I want y'all to evolve with a brother. And I know everybody's not going to go. Everybody's not going to reach. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make the choice to be better. And I remember a long time God had to have that conversation with me, and I had to grow to accept that reality. And it's okay. And I want you to be okay. Don't judge others because they're not where you are. Don't judge others because they don't see things how you see it. Don't judge others because they don't worship or grow or serve or see God or understand God how you see it or move or operate. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it because we will fail the test time and time again. And I truly believe that this marketplace that we're living in is a matter of truly tapping into the God power within us. No matter what religion you practice, no matter what belief you are following, what school of thought you've taken on, it is a matter of you tapping into the God within you, manifesting and mastering the God within you and your reality. That's what it's all about. That's what they're all teaching, all saying it differently. And if you want to get into the if you want to get into the minutia of how things were formed and made and the science and the numbers of it all, so be it. That is a choice. I'm one of those persons, but that's not what we're here for. The true purpose of what we're here for is personal growth and evolution. We're here to live in freedom. We're here to live in abundance. We're here to live in happiness, joy, and even some of the bitterness too. We are here to experience all of these things that the angels could not experience, and some of the deities could not have the opportunity to experience. That's why we're blessed as mortal man. But we still must be wise with our doings. We still must be put in the work to still reach the higher mark. You understand? And so really think about that. Can you handle it? And if you are honest with yourself and you realize that you cannot handle it, that's okay too, baby. Take time to understand why you can't handle it and put in the work so that you can handle it. And for those of you that feel that you can, power to you. Continue to hold on. Continue to stay steadfast. Continue to stay humble. Continue to endure because it does not get easier as we climb higher up the ladder. The discipline that is required is serious and it is heavy. And we must come to understand and accept duality because in everything there's balance and everything there's two sides or multiple sides to many things and to all things. And we have to know and in tune ourselves with our desires and manifesting them and making sure that our desires align with the higher calling and purpose over our life. And even that higher purpose and calling does not mean, again, it's going to be one particular way. That can look many different ways. So it's not for me to preach and tell you what the higher purpose look and what that lifestyle look like. Yours may look very different than mine. Some people are very much so called to be destructive. Some people are very much so called to be people that create chaos. Some people are very much so called to be the peacemakers. Some people are called to be right in the middle. So again, know your purpose, live in it, acknowledge it, accept it, and master it. And these are the words that the universe have permitted me to share with you all. And I pray that it impacts you in a powerful way. Even for me, I've gained some stuff tonight too. I've received tonight. And so I love you all. And I thank you for your time that you've come to spend with me and share space with me again. Like, share, subscribe, invite others to the space so that they can gain some food for thought, some wisdom. And I'll be forever grateful. If you are in need of a reading, life coaching, mentorship, one-on-one training, and conjure root work, obeah magic, all that good stuff, I work real low key. Please reach out. If you have questions because you are on a path and you just want to understand a little bit more of what you're doing or what you're drawn to and even why you're drawn to it, if it's good for you, if it's healthy for you, if it's wise for you, reach out. I'm here. I would love to hear from you and I would love to help you the best way that I can, but you all have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Beautiful evening. I love you all. I love you all. And I'm so grateful again that you guys have chosen to share space with me today. Again, happy Wednesday. Well, now it's Thursday. Good morning and good night to all.
I love, I love, I love, I love. Sun rays like a satellite. Energies bring me back to life. Catch me chilling with the halo. Universal flow, I belong here. Keep that focus on that starlight. God of my universe, part of my mission, righteous the all might. Raw splitting the sea into that clear sight. Go far intuition, lifting up that soul right. I love, I love, I love, I love. Elevate my love, generate my touch. Everything I see coming to me.
I can be honest with my people. And when I'm honest with my people best know how to serve me. It's no different than being spiritual and talking to God and your spirits in prayer. When I'm real with myself and real with the spirit best knows how to aid me. You understand? And so we have to think about these things.